Hi, I'm Tinny from minibulldesign, and today I'm going to cook Betty Crocker buttermilk biscuits. Just add water. Now, this is a little different than the cake. For one thing, it says just to oil the pan, which makes sense for biscuits. And I brought a cup along, half a cup measure, and I'm going to dump that right into the mix and mix it up. Because I don't have any idea, any reference here, because I've never done this before. I'm just going to go by the recipe and see how that works out. Maybe they will need a little more water next time, maybe a little less. I just, at this point in time, I just don't know. So, getting into the corner of the bag and getting down to the bottom, this is quite a bit different animal than the cake. It's going to be quite a bit thicker, and I'm feeling it's going to be a lot harder to transfer from the bag to the pan, but I don't know that. Kinda sticky stuff. There. Now I'm going to next. I'm going to liberally grease my pan. There. Now all I got to do is get the mix from this bag into this pan. Easy to say, probably not that easy to do. I have to admit it's going better than I thought. That wasn't too bad. Now if I can get it down here and get it to lay down and get all the batter off of my fork. Get the air bubbles out of it. I think we're ready to go. That looks pretty good. Time will tell. So, let's light the stove. Get my stopwatch on 0. Okay, I've got my 3/4 inch aluminum coil in the bottom. I'm going to put my biscuits right in on that. Put it on the heat. Let you look at my setup here and see what they look like. Okay, we've got the M2SB with the donut ring off, and there's what the biscuits look like. So, let's put the lid on. And somebody asked about this. This is the donut ring off the M2, and I put it on there to keep track of it. Plus, when I reach down, it keeps me from putting my fingers right on this hot lid. Okay, I'm going to start my stopwatch. There we go. And I believe the directions for this said that they cook fairly fast. In a 450 oven, they cook in 8 to 11 minutes. So probably in 8 minutes I'll come back and we'll do a check on this. See how it's coming. So I'll turn the camera back on then. Okay, it's been 8 minutes. I don't expect too much here. Wow, they really rose up. They're right up against the lid, but they're nowhere near done. This said 8 to 11 minutes in a preheated oven, so I'm going to try it again at 15. That looks about right. Maybe 12. Okay, I'm back. The whole area smells like biscuits. Because this is being cooked all as one big biscuit, rather than little drop biscuits, the 8 to 11 minutes is not going to work for that. So I'm up to 18 minutes right now. And let's take the camera off so you can see what I see. Oh. Okay, we'll lift that lid off. And they look like, I'm going to let them go about another 3 minutes, then I'm going to take them off of the heat and let the pan cool down like I've done in the past, and I think they'll be done. And maybe we'll have some really nice biscuits. This is definitely a learning experience. Okay, it's been 21 minutes, and I'm going to take them off of the heat, set them over here, blow out my stove, and I'm going to let them sit here and cool for, I don't know, maybe 10 minutes until the pan cools down. And while I've got you right here as a captive audience, there's something I wanted to mention. I'm going to reset this clock for 10 minutes. Now, if you're cooking with the remote, and this one, just the way things are configured, I've got it fairly close to the flame. But at any rate, if you've got it anywhere where there's any question that it might possibly if it happened to leak, and I'll address that in a minute, any alcohol or anything, I take a little water from my bottle and dump around the base, and that just takes care of it. Because if this bottle gets warm, the alcohol may expand, and it's a fairly big bottle depending on how much alcohol. Say it was almost full and it got fairly warm and expanded, it might dribble a little bit out the vent hole. Normally wouldn't do that, but if it gets hot it might, and this is fairly close to the stove. So what I do is I just dump some water at the base, and that takes care of it. It dilutes the alcohol, so you won't have any problem. Because if this did ignite, you'd have 8 ounces of alcohol in a plastic bottle on fire, and in anybody's book. It's not a good thing. So let those set for 10 or 15 minutes, and we'll turn the camera back on and see what we got. This should be fun because I've never done this before. Okay, it's been 17 minutes. I've been back in the factory filling orders for Beth, stuff she needed to ship today. Wow. Wow. Just looking at this, and it's hot. The pan is hot, but the biscuit's not that hot. So, let me flop it out because the pan is still really hot, but the biscuit's not. I don't know, guys. For first try, you gotta admit, that ain't bad. All the way around. And look at the bottom. Wow. So the question is it done in the middle? Son of a gun. Yes, it's done in the middle. Yep, all done in the middle. It's good. So, I don't think you can beat that. The very first time, too. What do we have, about 18 minutes? If I remember correctly, we cooked it 18 minutes. Then I took it off while it was still real hot. I just blew the heat out and let it set for 10 minutes. So, if you want to do this, there you go. Wow, that's fantastic. That's better than the cake. I'm Tinny from minibulldesign. Get out and hike, take a friend, enjoy the great outdoors, and more important than anything, try to have a really great day and try to get out and have some fun today. Bye-bye.